Now, one thing to keep in mind when I do design these pieces here, I should actually mark where we're gonna have our seam line. Because if you see these guys down here, my plan is that I grab these guys. Now let me duplicate them so you guys can see it a lot easier. I mirror them across, and they're actually this top back piece, and I'm reusing it for the loincloth. See if I kind of position them right back to where they were before. They kind of go right there, more or less. Doing a shitty job of rotating this into place, but oh, that's right. I actually moved some of the verts so they look a little different, and I'll move the verts at the end as well, so that they're even more different. But this line is the one that starts getting mirrored. So right next to where it opens up, from there to the bottom, I need to like split this up and put a seam there, or stitch it up and make it look old, and then maybe another stitching line across the top or something. I don't know. We gotta get creative with it. But that's the line where it's gonna start getting mirrored. And then this bottom part is 3 of this guy. So down here, again, I kept them both at the split. So that'll be actually really easy for me to find in our ZBrush section. So in here, I mean, I don't really need to mark this. We can put on our poly frame and then find it later, but I'm just gonna, just for the sake of argument, I'm gonna mark it a little bit. I mean, we're still gonna go do a smoothing on this stuff, so this line is gonna get completely lost in a second. So you guys know. Okay. Then from that line, the loincloth and all those pieces will also be. That's where the seam line will appear, and we'll connect. Just happened 5 minutes ago. Expecting an aftershock. Oh, but it wasn't like anything serious. Had mine. It was alright. Hope you guys are okay.
Changes.
Could I describe the overview of the baking process? The baking process. So we export our decimated high polygon to as an OBJ, and we import them into both the low poly and the high poly into X normal, and we have our settings there set up so that it bakes out our ambient occlusion and our normal map and all those things. And our low polygon is this. It's about the same volume as our high polygon, so our bake is really close and creates a really accurate normal map, and all the bakes that we create will be a lot more accurate because of how close we are to the high poly from our low poly. Because of this the pipeline that we do, bring our low poly that's UV'd into ZBrush, and then subdividing it a few times without smoothing, and then with smoothing, and then actually cleaning out the quads by hand like we're doing right now. All those steps allow us to go straight into baking after we finish our high poly, and also retain the volumes. Nothing big, Hemp? Good stuff, dude. We're here in San Francisco, so we get them all the time. So we're just like, pfft. Yeah, same with me, Soy. We never retopo shit. And just looking at people retopo stuff today, I'm just like, oh, that's annoying as shit. How can you guys do this? I guess I gotta move this multiple sets thing too, huh? Have to figure out something else for today's show. Maybe I can put it on top of that workshop over here and just remove my name. Nobody even sees my nickname down up here. Nobody even realizes that it's there. Right below me, right here. So maybe I'll put the Today's Show on there. Or below it, I can move this up. I don't know. I'm always upgrading the HUD. Hey, what's up, Roger Troll? We're smoothing out Abaddon's cape, so that we can start sculpting it and breaking it up and making it super all ripped up and everything. Be really fun. We still need to go back to the face, and I also want to jump onto the shoulder pieces, either today or tomorrow. But yeah, I kind of want to bring the other pieces a little bit closer to how far the face is and the shoulders, since I just imported this guy's up like I think yesterday or the day before. "25 poly slim." Dude, yeah, Quake 2 had, what was it, like 300 polygons? Between 200 and 400, I think. And Half-Life 1 had about 700 polygon limit, give or take, for their characters. For their hero characters. Pretty nuts. Yeah, the OP cup. I have not worked with 3D printers before, but I've given some files to some friends that they wanted to get some stuff printed up for this one buddy of mine from Lucas. He wanted to get a, what was it, a Boba Fett mask printed out for his son for Halloween. So I sent them my 3D file for Boba. I think he sent me pictures of it, I don't remember. He had done a Clone Trooper before that as well. Getting rid of some quads. Now this part needs to be a little bit flat because we're really going to be eating up into this to make like a really tethered bit of cloth. So this will all get eaten up, and we're going to do something like really just start eating it up away with alphas. I mean, not with actual alphas here, but these are going to be turned into alphas. So I'll be kind of, you know, doing this kind of stuff. And I can even start adding more holes in here and get super creepy. That's actually not too bad, but I'll do a better job. But yeah, let's just flatten them up a little bit for now. This doesn't matter too much if we flatten them or not. It's just they're gonna be there's so much work done on top of them. But I think it's mostly for getting this edge flow of the cape on the back to go through all the way. So let's see, do we want to do just all vertical lines, or do we want it to droop a little bit back here? If we have it droop, it's going to be kind of weird cutting it up over there, or is it actually, that might actually help. We have some droop lines running through the stitch line here. Or will it? I'm gonna have just lines, and that way the bottom cloth piece that actually will need the continuation to look like folds and also go straight. Having those loops in the back loincloth might be kind of tricky, especially because we curve around it to the right hip. This bit over here. But if we have just straight lines, that's gonna be a lot easier to match up between the two things that we're trying to double up on. So see, down here, this guy. These guys are flipped, but they're the same as these top guys from here down. So this part needs to be sculpted at different times, but be similar to one another. I mean, they don't have to be perfectly close because we're, like I said, we're gonna be like stitching it and having like this visual sim line there with stitches show through. Or maybe in like chain bits instead of stitching. We'll use like, we'll kind of double up and make some smaller chains than that, but we'll make them metal. And we'll sculpt those guys here, maybe kind of, whoops. Something like that. With their own like projections and make them a little higher poly or whatever we want to do with them. I don't know. We can get a little fancy. We can try things out. Alright, let's continue smoothing this stuff out. I think that'll work out though. Let's say that piece is supposed to go down, which is good. Because it follows the same kind of position of the low poly for the loincloth underneath. Just start smoothing these guys too. Start sketching a little bit of the folds here and there. And I'll continue to smooth at the same time. I'm trying to give these guys a little bit of direction too. Kind of like the hair has. Flying through this dude. Just the large ones first. Then we can make them a lot way nicer. This is very, very dirty kind of sculpting right now. Yeah, mostly just get rid of the quads. What program do I use for painting? I use Photoshop. Yeah, Envy's gotcha. Only 2D painting? Yeah, I don't really do much 3D painting. The only 3D painting that I really usually do is to clean up some seams with that 3D coat. But I will be picking, well, I picked up already Quixel, and I'm gonna be playing with that around eventually and learn it and see how useful it can be for us. I don't know, man. You need all the patience for 2D as well. Just different monsters, I guess. See, all those quads are almost all gone, and we retain our volumes fairly well. We can start sketching in a little bit of this line work too here. I want to make this a pretty large loop, I think. Going inwards. That then goes into this separation. And we can make this piece start coming back up too. Don't worry about how clumsy it looks right now, we'll make it look good. It's all steps. Whoop. So these squads get a bit of volume at the same time to the surrounding areas. Whatever we decide to do with the alphas, we also kind of have something to follow in terms of these volumes up here. We do want to get a little bit flatter up here. I'll spread these guys open. What was that? Mighty Callies? Jassy Bod? Jack? What's up, you guys? Oh crap. Just starting some of this ZBrush. Oh. I think I'm gonna eat some of these guys into office as well. Just go through this really quickly so we can get to actually pushing some of these shapes a little bit nicer. I just need a starting point for some of these folds. I'm just gonna make them really quickly here. Some clay over here. Closing this guys a little bit here and there. Or maybe not on that side. Keep that side open. Then we flatten up this section. Throw your sticks and your stones, go break all of my bones. You won't ache my soul, you can't get to me. And there is no barricade that I can tear away. Shoot me down, the fire away, away. Let's see. Oh, yeah, something's hidden. Okay. Alright, got rid of all the quads, I think, do we? Yeah, okay, now we can start kind of actually making this stuff look a little bit way better. Checking on the chat. Hey, Mighty. Yeah, I mean, just it takes a lot of patience and a lot of trial and error and a lot of failing. But I mean, that's all art, right? That's for everything, actually. Push me down to the ground. What goes around comes around. You won't put the flame out. You can't get to me. Oh, this isn't even Monstercat that we're playing right now. This is just a playlist that I put together. This right now, what are we playing? It's from the no copyright kind of stuff, right? Yeah. NCS stuff. Hey Panda. We have a lot of special effects and extra bones and all these really unique stuff that we added that are really technically advanced. And I guess we might have to wait for Source 2 tools to come out so that it can get implemented easier. So yeah, I guess we're waiting for a lot of those guys at the moment. Hopefully. So actually that's why we're doing, on our progress chart over there, you can see the 5 sets and the courier that we'll be pushing into a single chest that we want to release early next year, which is really in a month or two. Alright, back to this crazy cape. This down, it's damn harsh. And we're turning this guy, this is the cursed prince or cursed king or something. So we want to make his cape look a little royal before we rip it all into shreds towards the bottom. Oh yeah, we're still really low poly at the moment. Working close to the edge there. Open up these guys at the same time here. Leave a little bit of a gap in the middle. Possible. And here's where we really break it up. Oops. Start sketching in some of the line work. Don't worry if it looks crappy. We'll make it look right. Sketching it in for now. ZBrush sketching. Push some of the shapes a little bit better later. Make a little bit of a shadow here too. And pull this little shape out. And in at the same time. Got a nice little fold going on that we can open up. That'll add some nice girth to the cape on the side. Even though it's completely fake. Alright. Move on. Okay, it's okay. It's to be messy right now. For lined bottom, or just tear the crap out? I'm just gonna tear the crap out of it. Because we're gonna reuse that mirrored in a really clever way for the loincloth piece that's underneath the cape. So you get like this dual layering of teared bits in the back. You see? Ignore the colors, they're gonna be obviously the same, but... Yeah, this loincloth piece actually goes through the front, underneath his belt, and into this little like chest loincloth that attaches to his chest armor. And here, I can actually throw colors on this now again since it's already UV mapped and everything. Let's put that purple in it. I kind of like that. The chains should be that color. Okay. I can move this freaking heads out of the way now. Or just a little bit over. Where are you? Oh, really? That's mirrored? That's weird. And where were you guys? The head, I guess?
Fools.
You're tapping on a tablet? Oh, you're watching on your iPad or something? Huge ass keyboard trying to hit the huge ass buttons. Apple, too big, too small. I don't know what to do. Hey Panda, I was self-taught, man. We can finesse this stuff a lot nicer. Where do you go? Only 4? Pfft. Need more monitors here. Wrong way, ZBrush. Whoa. Giving this guy some direction, some twisting, some life. Dude, like, have you seen how white I am? Like, I am so white. I can't do that yet, much as I want. I have to wait to stylize it when you're another subdivision, so I'm gonna clean this up first. Oh. Yeah. We're gonna keep this a little more cartoony than usual. Mainly because of this, like, really kind of king draped, folded kind of cape we have going on for our cursed king prince. And we'll give him some weight afterwards too. Pushing some of these pieces back. Get a nice little shadow in there later. Hi, Kala. We're sketching in a little bit of the forms for his cape. Super early. But a decent start. And here we can put some color ice on this guy. Ignore the eyes. I should just delete those eyes, to be honest. Silly. Let's save our work. Or something goes, what the heck? Weird name for a file. Let's go with 2A. Okay. Delete this thing. We got the thing going crazy. This was silly eyes. Companies will only really care about you as a co-worker, as an artist, a person, and your portfolio, your skill, and how you deal with people, and how you respond to criticism, and your ability to learn from others. The diploma is really more for if you're trying to get a visa in a different country, and the government doesn't give a crap about your skill or you're the kind of person you are or whatever. But they just care about that piece of paper that says that you have an education. Oh, thank you, Pocket. Slowly. I mean, there's not really any detail. Well, I mean, I guess the horse is done, and we started doing a little detail on the face and the hair, but. Oh man, we probably should have worked on the shoulder pieces a while back, but we jumped over to a whole bunch of the other sets. But he's coming along, I suppose. Working on this cape. I think I'll be able to subdivide here pretty soon. Or next section. Push some of these guys down. And some nicer lines here.
You call for me and no one's there. You try and breathe, but there's no air.
Perhaps that could be one full one, or do we want two in there? It's looking kind of weird. Fill it up a little bit more here. Twist it. Got some big wrinkles later too if we want. Sure. Come out. Okay, it's not too bad right now. A bigger little gap here. I can get a really good shot on there after. When we get to the detail section of the sculpt. Not yet. Not just yet. Still really preliminary kind of guidance of some of the folds. So we can stylize them in a bit. Yeah, sure, Panda. I mean, yeah, like I said, the diploma is really just for the government if you're looking to get a visa somewhere else, a different country. I don't think they even look at the portfolios or nothing. They're just like, all right, let me see the credentials, let me see your diploma. You have the work experience or the college necessary for this country to take a look at you. It's quite ridiculous, if you ask me. When I got my visa, I actually had to go. I had to find an alternate way of getting enough education for my visa because the USA was like, they said, well, the lawyers that I was speaking to from Lucas said that I was gonna be short in the combination of work experience and schooling. So here's the thing: you can either have a 4-year degree from any college or whatever, you know, anything equal to 4 years of college. That's what they basically look for. If you don't have that and you have just work experience, then every 4 years of work experience equals 1 year of college or 1 year of your whatever degree you're going for, which is retarded. It's so stupid because, I mean, any work experience is gonna teach you more than anything that you learn at school. That's just a fact. So I don't know where they pulled that like probably straight out of their ass because it makes absolutely no sense. I can see that making sense. And maybe I don't know, not even like a doctor or anything. I don't know why they think that's accurate or how that makes sense, but that's what they look at. They want 4 years, a 4-year degree from somewhere, or the equivalent to 4 years per year of college or studies. So with my work experience at the time, I had maybe like, let's see, I had been working at Digital Extremes for about 5 years, and before that I was working with Valve for another year or so, and before that I was working off contract with some other places. And then my schooling was 1 year at Churton College. So I mean, with all, you know, with all that combined and all the stuff that the lawyers put together, you know, I was still a little short, is what they said. So I was like, all right, let me go talk to some schools and I'll see what I can do. So I spoke to a few schools, and this one school was, they really want me to go on there so that they could have, like, I guess my name and the you know, Lucas film on their credits list, you know, for their students or whatever. So they allowed me to go into their school and complete a 2-year advanced diploma in 6 months. Is when I completed it. So with that, I was then had enough. You know, I had my papers, I guess, ready for the U.S. government, so that they could give me my visa to come to the U.S. and work at Lucasfilm. But I mean, I learned nothing in school. It was really just for the paper. I spend more time really helping the other students than anything. Oh, and that year I watched the like every single game of the World Cup. I didn't go to class a lot either. Terrible. And I remember one year that Sheridan College actually wanted to come and do like to speak, you know, at one of their like events or whatever, as a guest. And I was like, you guys don't want me to come speak about schooling at your school. You really don't want me to come do that. I'd be the worst. I'd be like, no, you need to be here. Oh, hey, Serenophore, what's up, man? Holy emoticons you got going there. Oh my god, are people making there like multiple emoticons to make a full image? What is that, like a snake? What is that? What the hell? That's interesting. Aika, what's up? Actually, the mostly that's not even the reason why I wouldn't go speak at Sheridan College. I want to go speak at Sheridan College because their head of their Art Fundamentals program at that point was the biggest asshole in the world. He had a stick so far up his ass, and he thought he was like the best thing in the world. And he was just, I mean, he wasn't even that much of an artist at all. He just thought he was the king shit. And I remember he reviewed my 2D. There was like we had a whole bunch of different courses that year for Art Fundamentals, supposed to gear you up for their illustration course or the classical animation course. So you know, I was kind of half winging it, I guess. I wasn't really, I don't know, I wasn't really learning anything from those courses. There's a couple that I did, 2 amazing teachers in that course, so I'm not gonna dug the whole thing, but the rest of them, including his fucking class, he was the 2D design systems teacher. And it was the most ridiculous, like useless kind of design work I've ever seen. So I was just like kind of I was half-assing it or whatever. I mean, it was still decent work, you know, like it wasn't shit. I wasn't doing shit work. I was, you know, I just wasn't really having fun or learning anything, but I was still doing it. It still looked good, you know, by, oh shit, my camera, where's my camera backwards? Has that been the whole time like that? Oh, it's probably when we reset it. Or I really knocked it out of the way. Something went up. Hey, Stormtrooper. Oh no, we're good, Okay. Where I leave off. Oh right, douchebag. So I remember him reviewing my portfolio, and one of the pieces, I have a whole bunch of like useless, stupid, like make something chaotic and something not chaotic, and you know, a whole bunch of like, you know, actual drawing and shading and, you know, shapes and all this design crap that, you know, is pretty straightforward. And by the end of it, he looked at my portfolio at the end of the year, and he was like, you know, what's the word that he used? I forget the actual word that he used. It was really condescending, but I mean, he just said, I'm gonna be nice, but he used a different word, just to make himself look bigger, too. He says, I'm gonna give you, what did he give me, like a D+ or a C or something, just enough to pass? And he said, I hope that you learned something this year. And I was just like, what? Like, I might not be the best thing in the world, but holy shit, like, it's not that bad. But yeah, he just, that was the kind of, his kind of attitude, you know, that he had, you know, not just with me, just, you know, like while he's teaching, he had like that chip on his shoulder that, it's like, dude, you're like, just fucking teach, you know, like, if you have anything to teach, you know, teach and make the students better. Like, don't teach to make yourself feel better. Like, what an asshole, right? So That's probably why I would never go back and do a talk for his fucking piece of crap course. Anyways. I don't know, dude. Just people like that rub me the wrong way. I can't stand them. What the hell, Serenophore? Dude, you're having a lot of fun with emoticons tonight. My goodness. Twitch chat traffic. Those stats. Oh, so yeah, I'm sure everybody has run through, you know, teachers like that, dude. Sadly, there's a lot of them. Oh shit, he applied for work at your company eventually? Whoops. Hey Rafa, what's up? You know, Inspector Pocket, if you go to some really high-end studios, you don't run into a lot of people like that. Almost none, actually. You know, really talented artists at really, well, I mean, I would say big studios. That's probably not accurate, but usually like super talented artists, the ones that I've run into and the ones that I actually really like and respect are actually like some of the nicest guys also. But yeah, in school you run into some really, I don't know, you run into a lot of bitterness, I think. In both students and teachers, I find. Alright, I think this is enough of a decent start so we can actually start doing a better job of this, and with more subdivisions and more polygons, and actually start cutting it up and then ripping away the alpha by sculpting it away from it. It got a little funky. There you go. It's a little thicker. That's what I wanted actually. What I was missing. Really pushing the thickness of the scape. Because that's what we're doing with this bulging kind of sections inside. It'll look a lot better once I start stylizing. I'm kind of doing a quick, fast-ass job on purpose. So I know what we're gonna need to do next and how strong we're gonna need some of these angles to be to actually pull off the smoothing. The polishing, if you will. Yeah. Throw some clay at it, smooth it out. Get a little bit higher on some of the angles that we'll be pushing a little bit later. See, that's gonna be so easy to push into one angle with our H polish. So I kind of massage some of them. I start building them and pushing them together into another. it starts creating some realistic folds. This section is quite broken. Let's see, what can we do here? Flatten some of this out so I can see it a little bit more if I blur my eyes. What went wrong? This piece needs to go thicken up and push in the same direction, I think. Maybe we can thicken this guy up at the same time. And they might fly together a little bit nicer now. We're really gonna rip up this section though, so I'm gonna get too attached to those lines. And little by little we start building up all these volumes of this thickness and these curves. And then smooth it out so it goes from flatter into those sharp lines. And we'll really sharpen those guys at the top, so that'll be super nice and flat, smooth, and all that fun stuff. And they'll also be easy to mirror underneath for our loincloth. Can we do a 2A on this thing? Let's Oh no, we're in an abdon set right now, Ruffle. What the hell, Sergeant 4? What are you talking about? Oh no, the bot! He lives. Where's Lena? We'll get back to her. Get back to her. I polished a little bit more her wrinkles. But yeah, we'll be working her some more. Let's go with escape. No, dude, I'm drinking from the jug. So, what do they call this thing? The jogger mug or Muggernaut? One of the two, I don't know. I think jogger mug would have been more clever, but I think they called it the other thing. They called it Muggernut. I like jogger mug. Mugger jug? I guess everybody has their own idea what it should be. Many cooks. You know that saying that too many cooks in the kitchen? That seems like a good thing, no? I mean, as long as they're all following one recipe, or the one head chef, I mean, too many cooks in the kitchen, I don't think that's accurate. If we're gonna discuss semantics. Push this in a little bit deeper too. Set us up for a better sculpting section next subdivision. Oh, you know, I was watching this new show that I found on Netflix called Helix, or Helix, I don't know how you pronounce it. They haven't actually said the name in the show, but it's about an outbreak in this like Antarctica base. It's actually, you know, surprisingly good. Enjoying it. I mean, it's nowhere near as good as like Expanse or anything like that. You know, Expanse is like one of my new favorite shows right now. But if you have Netflix, check out Helix or Helix. I surprise you. I mean, because there's like nothing else that it's new out right now. So if you're looking to film sometime, not bad, not bad. Enjoying it. I know it's around for me too. He suffered as well. Last few months. Oh, Soy Boy, that's a good idea, dude. Yeah, we gotta do that, and we gotta do the bacon pancakes. We need to do the dog here. I'm not gonna say his name because he'll wake up. What else do we need? We need some of our sets into emotes. I should really write down a list. We usually have really good ideas too. And I was like, man. Oh, the barnacle. How rude. No Jar Jar emotes. Hey, there you go, Gadget. Yeah, dude, check out Helix or Helix. Hey, Tony. Yes, we actually use Marmoset for our thumbnails because it's a lot quicker, and then I just paint over top of them and make it all painterly and special effects and all that. But you know, Marmoset for our starting point, it's really good. Now, for my renders, I don't like using Marmoset. It's not very accurate for your lighting and your shadows, especially your shadows are crap in Marmoset. So I like rendering my own stuff for actual posters and loading screens and everything. But for thumbnails, yeah, Marmoset is like great. It's speedy. How much volumes before you run into details? You're not really gonna run into details from adding volumes on your bake. I mean, it depends how far away you go from your initial mesh. See, like right now, even though those things look huge, if you look at it from the side, I'm not really going that far out of them. You know, that's usually a pretty good distance. You can go a little bit more than that and still be fine. It's just if you go a crazy amount, then your normal map, I mean, it's still gonna look, the light's still gonna hit it onto the flat surface. I mean, it's gonna be a single polygon, so your lighting will still be okay. It's just gonna get a little bubbly, you know, it's not gonna be quite as accurate. So just try not to go crazy with that and you'll be alright. As far as the bake goes, the bakes will never really break all that much unless you have like other geometry close by and then you start getting the thing to go through other pieces and whatever. But yeah, rule of thumb, just stay close to your low poly, just don't go crazy. There's no reason to. If you wanted to go that far out, then just put your low poly, you know, a little bit farther out. Yeah, Tony, I used Mental Ray most of the time, and lately more and more often I start using Octane Render. And V-Ray is one that I've wanted to go back to. I haven't used it in like years, so I want to try that again. What I can tell you about the Quadro, like the video cards, Surrogate. AMS Pooter, cool down, man. Say again. You're asking about the video card, Surrogate, the Quadro cards, or I don't remember all the numbers. That might be, you might be talking about the video cards, yeah, the video cards, yeah. So I mean, they're not super necessary, quite honestly. I mean, the medium to higher end GeForce cards will run, like I'm running on a GeForce card right now and it runs all this stuff more than perfect, so you don't really need a Quadro card unless you're doing some like heavy crazy stuff, because they're really, really expensive. So yeah, I mean, you'll be fine, man. For home especially, you don't need a Quadro card. Burger King card. I don't think you can buy anything with a Burger King card. Crazy. Well, like a really, really crazy heavy like scene, like with a lot of polygons where the actual video cards used for rendering. Actually, a good example is Octane's rendering with the video card. So that would actually speed it up quite a bit. Photoshop also uses the video card every now and then to speed it up, so huge files would actually benefit from that. But like I said, I mean, it's so expensive that you really don't need it, you know? Especially with the newer GeForce cards, they're pretty good. I just got a 980 myself. You can use gift cards to subscribe now, Manny? Isn't Twitch with Burger King cards? Yeah, I don't think so. Born from the ashes, born from the ashes, born from the ashes, born from the ashes, born from the ashes. I wonder if the song's called Born from the Ashes. Oh.
Cause I'm the king on my own throne, throne, oh, oh, oh. King on my own throne, my own throne. You'll never see me fall, fall. You'll never see me fall. Watch me rain.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and subdivide it. Let's see if we can start pushing some of these guys into better looking stuff other than this nastiness. Careful with your brushed sizes. I'm using this too. This is where we'll get on a nice normal map and enemy occlusion. Nice stylized mesh at the same time. Pushing all these guys into the actual line work that I wanted to begin with, but just did kind of sloppily and just enough to get the volumes to be able to jump to this point. Hey, what's up, RSK? We've been up for about 3 hours and 14 minutes and 48 seconds. Sure, Cloudy. $4.99 for a Burger King food went to this. Dude, you could eat a Burger King for like a month with that much money. Like cardboard food. Shots fired. And still not as bad as Panda Express, which is just unbelievable. I hate Panda Express. I don't know if I'm conveying that strong enough. I think they call it Panda Express because that's how fast it goes through your digestive system. Your body's like, nope, 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 nope. Alright, get it out. Don't need any of that shit. Windows 7 standard 3D chess? What the crap? That's crazy, Serenivore.
Keep a straight face when I'm burning like fire. And you're cold
Dude, even their ices are shit. How do you fuck up an icy? Honestly.
and you have to
I mean, the movie theaters can get the ices right. We're just gonna bitch about fast food now. That's what we turn into.
I try to set things straight. You don't even listen.
Oh man.
It's getting late, like you're on a mission.
Whoa, be careful up here, man. And after we kind of start smoothing all these guys around back and forth, we'll find a really nice spot to start merging some of them together and flow, kind of like I just found a spot up here. And flow with one another. And then we use the move tool to give them their rotations and their twisting values back. Shapes. I'm gonna need to start masking some stuff up too. Also smooth out some of these lines so that they're not sharp all the way through like crazy. We'll make them look nice and work with each other. But gotta get them all, all these ducks straight first. Let's see, from far away start seeing some of those shapes a little bit nicer now. We'll make them look better. Hey, what's up, Sagat? This is for Abaddon, let me show you. Where are we going with it? Yeah, so we move it lower. I'll start smoothing these guys out. They do need to be a little sharp right now. And yeah, some of their actual flow got a little bit broken up from the smoothing, but I'll be able to mold all these guys back into place and make them work really nicely. It'll be alright. We'll get there. We'll get there. Oh man, did you guys have it done by yourself? Oh yeah. What is my solo MMR? So I was back up to like 3400 and I've been on a freaking rut lately, dude. I'm like back down to 3100 or something. We had an Ember the other night, last night actually, that did nothing. He would do his Q and then run away and just not even right click the rest of the fight, just let us fight in there by ourselves. They didn't gank at all, it was terrible, it was so bad. And oh man. We had a Spectre, we gave him all the time in the world. Never got Radiance, never got a heart. It was just, he tried to join the fights too early, so he died a lot, so yeah, as a Spectre, that's a nail in the coffin. If you die too much at the beginning, you'll never actually get to the point where you actually be useful late game. So yeah, we lost those 2 games pretty bad. And then I had a really good game with, who was it? Silencer. Got my refresher and everything. I got a Force Staff. What else did I have? A whole bunch of other stuff. But yeah, man, I was putting down all my spells. I was jetting the hell out of there because the PA kept going for me the whole time. Yeah, it was good though. Oh, Cloudy, you put your stuff up. Alright, let me take a look. We will definitely give it to you straight. We'll tell you what you need to get better. Nothing else, nothing more. Increase the size of this window. Maybe this is larger. Oh, well, that's a little bit too small to look at, but I mean, I can make it out. Alright. So let's see. I like how you're really pushing some of the lines so that you actually get a little bit of that the lining for your shapes from far away, so you're getting some nice shadows in there. You're really pushing some of the ribcage out. Maybe bring a little bit of the abdomen out a little bit, so it doesn't look like she's dead or that she's completely missing those muscle groups, and she's very human-esque in terms of her anatomy. So, you know, maybe bring those guys back out without really touching the really nice shadow part that you have in there. And that will actually fix that area so it's not so, I don't know, dead. I don't think you're going for dead here with this alien. Just like scary. Let's see. I would also, I mean, I'm just gonna talk design-wise here and then a little bit on your sculpting. But design-wise, it seems like you're really breaking away from having either the muscle groups there and then just go straight to almost like just skin and a ribcage. So I would kind of like meet somewhere in the middle when you're transitioning from those 2 areas from one to the other, so it's not such a harsh jump. So I would put some tendons or some muscles going from underneath the breast into some of those rib cages where they start to interline one another. And not saying actually show the tendons perfectly, right? But put them underneath that little bit of skin that you have between that and her ribs, and you'll transition a lot better from having 2 really separate kind of designs going right now. I feel almost looks like she got carved out a little bit in the middle, or yeah, the ribs just kind of stand out a little bit too much in the back too because of those things. But if you transition from them, then it starts making sense again. You know what I mean? As far as the rest goes, the back looks good. The front of the eyes and the forehead section, I feel like they need a little bit more design work. It's a little too plain, especially with how detailed the rest of your design is. I love the thighs a lot, how simple they are, but still how much detail they kind of bring in from the ribcage as well. You're echoing some of that design right there, which is awesome. Same with the section underneath the knees. Be careful with your shins. You're getting a little bumpy. You probably just need to like smooth those things out a little bit and then do your detail pores or scales or whatever you end up going with afterwards. What's up with your toes? I don't get that. Is she actually like... Maybe is she like a swimming creature or something, or... Kinda odd. I know it mimics the head a little bit, but it's kind of weird for her to stand on that. Also, something I think I'd like to see, because her head is so large, maybe a little bit of stronger support, going, not necessarily thicker, because that's going to make her look a lot less feminine, and you're going for like feminine since you have like the long neck and obviously the feminine features on her, the larger hips and all those things, but I would maybe add a little bit more supports on her on her back muscles there for her neck so that it can fully support her head structure. But yeah, man, I mean, it looks like you're still pretty early on it, so looking good. What I can say about that. Oh crap, what freaking tool am I on? I lost my place. we'll start pushing these guys around real quick. And then we'll make them look pretty. I do want to get a lot flatter and more simple down here because we're going to be ripping it up into shreds with alpha. Coverify the crap out of it, man. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. Ah, smaller brush. It's too big. I was gonna say valet too, sorry bud, but I wasn't sure if maybe he was gonna be like, she was like supposed to be like swimming and he was gonna extend that into more like fish kind of stuff, or I don't know, some sort of fin or something. I know, Serrano 4, it's so freaking long away, but at least you get Rogue 1 next year, late next year. Oh, you got a sketch for it? Oh, nice. Oh, yeah. Okay, so you see it, yeah, the way more, yeah, she looks very aquatic, for sure. Especially now that we see the tentacles and her feet and all that. I would even extend her feet, maybe a couple, like maybe 2 or 3 visible toes a little bit, with a little bit of skin between them. You know, it might not even be for aquatic, but I think it would serve you well, and it would kind of mimic a little bit of the line work that you have on her V-shape across her pelvis, and those little the ribbing you have going on there. You can push that onto the feet. The feet look kind of out of place right now. They look unfinished. I like the face and the teeth a lot, but I feel there's something missing, like in the face. I mean, it doesn't have to be a face, you know, like the sculpt on there, but maybe some more of those indents, you know, to mimic a little bit of the ribcage even, you know, very softly though. And the ribcage looks really, really nice on your sketch, actually. I would probably want to, you know, like maybe push a little bit closer to this on your sculpt. And then make your muscle groups actually flow from like her chest, you know, from her pecs into her into tendons that then start forming your tentacles and those things. So the anatomy actually, you know, looks like it could make sense and start building those things together. But yeah, man, that's cool. I like the colors on this a lot too. Jesus, Random 4, you could not resist, could you? Oh hey, crowd, what's up, buddy? I almost didn't see you there. I'm surprised nobody said that he needed more barnacles. Actually, kind of disappointing, you guys. I'm kidding. We'll make up the barnacles. Whoops.
Under the bridge of fire burns, somewhere the pages start to turn, and somebody whispers, I need this. I will do anything just to make you see. Don't apologize for what's in your dreams. Maybe this time will be different. It's only
going on here? Oh man, and then we're gonna rip the crap out of this still.
There is a beacon in the night, found in the temple of our life, showing us visions of the future. So many faces left to find, down in the caverns of our mind. Need you to follow me deep.
Back to Bob Ross. No happy little trees. Oh man. Here, we'll do a little happy little tree. Just by using just slow. Just happy. Maybe he just lives there with little branches that maybe just kind of slip out here with my ink. Maybe he lives in those areas, right? And maybe some little bushes here that we create just by like 3 brush strokes. Oh, there are some little bushes, some happy little bushes down here. And then we can go back to some happy little branches. Keep extending out and just flow out. Oh crap, I'm still in that stupid brush. Ruined. Damn it. Damn it.
I search for the reason why the days just pass me by.
Did anybody in the West Coast feel the earthquake? My crazy. We heard about it, but now I ain't feel nothing. Especially we're here in San Francisco. You think that we would have been like the center point of it, but no, man, nothing here. Oh, Sergut, man, sorry, dude, I didn't see your question. I'm kind of scrolling up right now and looking at. Yes, that's my work there on the top right.
To a city shining white.
Saved. Alright, let's, we said we were gonna have like the stitch line, remember guys? Which is supposed to be down here somewhere. So let's see what we can do here. I have to get clever about this. So from right to the bottom is where it starts going, so the top part we can get unique about how crazy we go with the stitch line. So we can even go as far as like really like even ripping up the cloth piece all the way up here, as long as this bottom line stays a little bit simpler. And actually I don't really want to keep it straight either. What do we do? What do we do? What do we do? Okay, let's keep one light straight and then we'll do something more interesting with another one going over top of it. And then we start hiding the fact that it's straight that way too. And actually, I'm gonna have this alpha actually go all the way through, even to the top part. I'm gonna start showing up a lot more of this. So this will go all the way over here. All the way to the line. So this is all gonna be alpha. They're gonna look okay? Hard to tell at this point. Hard to tell. Maybe not all the way through, maybe we have a little bit here that... What do we do with it? What do we do with it? Maybe it connects here, just in this little corner. With a little loose strand here that kind of barely grips onto the fabric. Right down here. Very Spider-Man-ish. You ever see Spider-Man get his butt kicked? He ends up with all these little loopy loops in his suit. Actually, carrying the alphas all the way to the top there might be kind of cool. I'll make sure that this point has a really nice pointy edge. And we can start. Oh, that's mimicking the left side way too much. Whoops. Let's pull it up here. We'll just sketch it in first. A little bit in there, we'll pull it out this way. We can put some little alphas in here as well, ripping away from the stitching. We haven't done the stitching yet, but we'll get there. And that stuff will be so easy to do in Photoshop for alphas. Hey, what's up, damn gamer? Thank you, man. Yes, we have a few mods in here, I think. Maybe. I'm a mod. Sam Whitwer? Yeah, man, he's a shit. Love that guy. Hey, what's up, Vinapur? Vinapur? Man, I don't know. Am I saying your name right? I know I usually just call you V, but... Vinapur? Vinapur? One of the two has to be right. Me too, Angel. Oh man. I wonder what studio they would give it to though. And then I'd probably be like, I'd be tempted. What? I don't know. Of course Sam would do that in an instant, he would, man. Of course. Oh, it's because George sold Lucasfilm to Disney, and Disney decided to outsource all their games instead of making them in-house with this amazing team that they had. Most likely because it'd be cheaper, and yeah, it was really, really sad actually, but it's Disney. Tokenton Mario, you want me to ban you from the chat? Why do you want me to ban you from the chat? That's a really weird request, dude. Berserka, you bought a Substance Painter on the Steam sale. Oh, right on. You know, I actually didn't buy Substance Painter because I wanted to mess around with the Quixel and learn that first. After I get that on my belt, I then will pick up maybe Substance Painter after that. They have a lot of similar stuff though, so I was like, I don't know. I want to try one and then try the other. Dan Gamer, you're thinking of doing YouTube? Should you? Yeah, why not? What kind of stuff do you want to do on there? Ban you from the chat. Yes, this is a spam account. What the fuck? Okay. I'm gonna ban you from the chat. You've been banned. Weird. Oh yeah, we had that Black Saber as an unlockable in Force Unleashed. Maybe he's just trying to like collect bans from a whole bunch of chats since his name is so like I dare you. I don't. Let's not fucking spend time on that. All right, let's hide that. We don't need to see it no mo. I do outsource work and I also do sets for Valve for Dota 2, but we don't discuss money amounts in here. Paul Kiedis, something we just don't do here. Angel Death. I'm working. We just really got started today on the cape here for our set Abaddon. This is for a set for Dota 2. So once we finish it, we'll submit it. If Valve likes it and all that, they'll put it into the game and you'll be able to purchase it and use it for your character. It's entire dude. So here's a little polygon for him that we're working on right now. The high poly that we'll bake onto there and then do the textures. So this is just, you know, all the low poly meshes. But yeah, we'll get all looking super nice and detailed. And let me show you what the default one looks like. So here's what it looks like in game right now, if you play the hero. And we're gonna make him look like this. So people can purchase this guy, you know, we have an entirely new horse. Crazy undead horse and the cursed king. With his Heart of Trask sword. Oh, that's sold. Man, why is that showing the... I think I need to reload this scene. Should fix that sword to have an actual just a single color on it. Yeah, there you go. And actually, the sword you can see up here a little bit cleaner. Put a color on it. It's gonna be a Heart of Trask blade. But we still need to ZBrush that. And we'll make it glow and have bouncing lights, and then, you know, we'll make it look super pretty like we did for our texture here for our horse. Quixel? Yeah, Quixel's pretty cheap. Same with Substance, but Quixel has like all these different parts of it for painting normal maps and baking initial like gradient maps and adding just like passes of like dirt and wear onto your metal or wood or whatever it is, so it can speed up a lot of things. The problem is that you need pretty high resolution to make all those things show up. But there might be a couple of things that might be useful for us for our Dota stuff, like the gradients and the seam lines and all those things. But definitely can't use everything. It's a little, a lot of it is for more higher polygon and higher density, like higher resolution textures. No, Surrounded 4, he's not. This is ZBrush, Tony, if you're asking about this program. Or the other program, Optimage. Oh, thanks, V. The level up with the planets with the mushrooms. Oh, that was Felucia. Sorry, good. We had physics on all those things to actually move, and when you destroy them, it was all simulated, which means we weren't swapping out assets. It was breaking differently every time. Same with the metals, the way they bent, and the way that you ripped away wood, and the way it shatters with glass. It was all dynamically broken. It was amazing. Felucia. I made the Starkiller costume for that level. Not for Felucia 2, but the first Felucia where we ripped off his stuff and we gave him his crust bit there. Oh, Zoe! 20! I don't need anything from Best Buy. Thanks, man. What? Best Buy? Nah, man, they're gonna overprice you. Just go to Amazon or Newegg. Thank you, man. I appreciate the Handamidas gold. Thank you. Oh, and a little Easter egg for the Felucia outfit. I put in Darth Maul's binoculars on his back, like the Vader or whoever found them and he's like, here, use these or whatever. They're left with his ship or whatever. I don't know. I kind of let people kind of fly off with how they actually got there. But yeah, put a little Easter eggs on the costumes. Gift card donations. Soyvoid, man. No pancake song? Oh, Soyvoid, the bacon pancakes is for subs. The donation is the Handamidas, which we should totally make into an emote. That is such a good idea. Oh yeah, Sergul, you actually noticed that they were Darth Maul? Did you know, or did you just like, oh yeah, I see the binoculars, but did you know they were Darth Mauls? Darth Maul's one of my favorites, so I kind of put in little Easter eggs here and there for him. That was a really nice donation though, Soy. I mean, I can play the bacon pancakes for you if you want. That's a very generous donation, dude. Thank you. Bacon pancakes. Oh man, where's my shirt? I was wearing that shirt yesterday. I have a making bacon pancakes t-shirt. I might need more polygons to really finesse this stitching. Might actually want to turn these guys into metal loops or something. I'm clever about it. I'll just sketch them in, and next subdivision I'll try and make them into loops. But I won't have the density for that just yet. Or to really like kind of iron out where they come in and out from a little hole in the fabric. I'll have to mess around with that next subdivision, but I'll just sketch them in for now. I might go bigger than that too. Have I tried 3D code for PVR type? PVR? What PVR? What do you mean PVR? I've used 3D Code for cleaning up the seams for a lot of our sets. Been really useful for that, Mr. Riddle. I did notice that, Soybot. A lot of those designs, yeah. Yeah. Also read part of the art of book that has a lot of that info too. My copy of that book's not getting here until like January 5th though. But yeah, I totally ordered the art of Force Awakens. I have so many art of books for movies. I think the best art of book that I've actually read and has like really amazing informative information on why they did what they did for the design issues of the actual concepting and everything. And it's so thorough and really educational in the ways that you need to think when concepting and designing things. Is the District 10, or sorry, District 9. District 10 is gonna be the sequel. District 9 art of book by Weta. Hands down, the best art of book that I've ever read. Do yourselves a favor, and if you're an artist and you're interested in those kind of things, go pick it up at Amazon. It's an amazing book. Just the way that they think when they're designing things and trying things out before they finalize something. It's almost like a rule book of how to get to a really good spot. And man, just awesome knowledge to absorb.
Just want to know.